Why do people critique other people instead of celebrating them? So for a long time, many, many years, when I would speak my truth, the knowing that I exist in, many people would use the word crazy. You're crazy. And I was like, yep, I am, right? No. But the reality is it's because it made them uncomfortable, because they didn't understand what I was saying. Their perception of reality was not at the same place that mine was. And so it made them uncomfortable. So the first thing people do when they're uncomfortable is attack, right? And they might not even realize they're doing it because they're not self-aware. Instead of saying to somebody, wow, that was amazing, the body doesn't know how to handle the distortion of uncomfortability. And so it's a reactive mechanism to see somebody vulnerable, open, and not there yet. And it's okay. But it's not okay to criticize and attack others because you're uncomfortable. And if you're doing that, it's time to stop and look in the mirror and say, why does that bother me? Why does their vulnerability, their truth bother me? Why? Because there's a root there. And you deserve to be seen also. You deserve to be heard also. But you have to be uncomfortable in your uncomfortability, feeling all your things. So you no longer give a fuck what anybody thinks. You only can operate in your truth and your knowing if you allow you to feel yourself, right? Because people want other people to feel them. And how can anybody feel anybody if you're not feeling yourself? I do healing work, but I'm not anybody's healer. I can show the way. I can take them to the well, which is me, the water. The water. I can't make them drink. I can make them taste it. I can make them touch it. They have to choose. When they're ready to allow that pure water to open their eyes to themselves. And that is nobody's choice outside of you, the person. So maybe you're happy in where you're at. But maybe you're not. Maybe you do want more. And maybe you're ready to step inside yourself and look and see and ask why these feelings come up for you. Why these triggers happen. Why? What happened in your life that makes you feel not good enough? What happened that makes you feel safe in your dysfunction? Because many people are walking around at the surface level. They seem like they got it all together. But if somebody angelic steps in your field to love you, and you're not used to love, those layers that you've been safeguarding yourself in will fall away. But the magnitude and the pace is up to you. Powerful people can push and force, right? That's not love. Love is who we all are. But some are still operating from their self-inflicted suffering because they're too afraid to look. They're too afraid to see. So my prayer is that you would see yourself in everyone. And that you would know what is right for you. And when somebody expresses their happiness, their joy, that it wouldn't trigger you, that you would compliment them, that you would not chastise. As long as all of us are operating from compassion, for seeing the human in each other, for holding space, for unity, not division, we can make a difference. And some people will fall away from your life. You can love people from a distance, but we can no longer suffer for others. We have to remain in our God-given gifts, in our God-given abilities, and not let anybody suffocate them because they're fearful or they're not ready. And you can't make anybody ready, even as bad as you want to. You can't. So take that responsibility off your shoulders. It's not yours. I know that you want to love people into wholeness. I know that you want to love people into awareness. And you do a really good job doing it. But at what cost? At what cost? Allow whoever needs to fall away to fall away. And still show up in a loving manner that allows freedom to be felt because of you. That is your purpose. Freedom. Free them. I love how I am given words that have messages within them. So this is the last thing I'm going to say. This year, I was told that my word of the year is willpower flow. It's a message within a message. I am not only telling myself that my willpower will flow, I am also asking myself, will my power flow? It's a two energetic fields of imprinting, of allowance, of acceptance, of receiving, of my truth, knowing my willpower will flow. And I pray that yours will also. Got a new shirt? Have a blessed day. I need to see what's going on with the dog.